Oh fuck. Arm day. I'm gonna have the sickest pump mankind has ever seen. Ronnie, I'm coming for you. I'm telling you. Oh my god. So there are a few things in pre-workouts that work very well. And the first thing that gives you an energy boost, and the most important thing, is by far caffeine. Caffeine enhances physical performance in both strength training and endurance activities. And it's been shown time and time again in studies to enhance muscular strength, muscular movement, muscular velocity, endurance, sprinting and jumping. You should ingest it about 30 to 60 minutes before your workout in doses about 2 to 4 milligrams per kilo body weight, with an upper limit of about 6 milligrams per kilo of body weight. And this translates to roughly about 0.9 milligrams to 1.8 milligrams per pound body weight, with an upper limit of 2.7 milligrams per pound of body weight. What caffeine also does is that it blocks pain receptors, so you quite literally feel less pain during your workout than without caffeine. So you're able to go just a little bit harder, and more intense sessions each and every time equals better long-term gains. And caffeine also blocks adenosine, and this is the hormone that makes us sleepy. So it doesn't just enhance our physical and mental properties, it also makes us less sleepy and makes us feel less pain during our gym sessions. We also have some non-training specific effects of caffeine that are beneficial. It may lower the risk of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's if consumed long term. It gives us enhanced cognitive function, increased alertness, and improved memory retention. So caffeine it does quite a lot, and it helps us perform in a lot of different ways. That's why it's so popular in offices and gyms all around the world. But there are some side effects that we need to be aware about. In very high doses, it can cause anxiety. This is one of the reasons why you have an upper limit of how much you want to ingest before your session. It can also impair sleep if it's consumed close to bedtime. I have my limit at about 4 to 6 hours before I'm going to bed. I don't consume any caffeine at all. I try to space it out in further, so maybe 8 hours, to not have it impair my sleep. And even though you fall asleep, it might have a negative effect on sleep quality, so be aware of that as well. Just because you fall asleep and feel sleepy doesn't mean that it doesn't affect your sleep. And as we all know, sleep is one of the 3 main pillars of making those sweet gains. So don't neglect your sleep. It can also cause restlessness and increased heart rate, digestive issues, and just fatigue from blocking our adenosine, because our body makes us feel sleepy for a reason. It's telling you to put on the brakes and have some rest. And if you always ignore those signals, you may accumulate a lot of fatigue in the long term. You don't want to do that. And all of these side effects really tells us that if you just use too much caffeine and don't think about the effects, it will increase our stress and our anxiety, and in return, raising our cortisol. This will have an effect on our recovery, giving us less gains from our sessions. So be mindful of how much you actually consume. The second component of pre-workout that really gives us a boost is creatine. We see about a 5% performance increase from creatine, which will make us push harder in the gym. We see improved recovery after and between our sessions. It may also increase testosterone just by a small margin. But the thing is, creatine is stored in our muscles and we need a daily intake. I'm guessing you don't use pre-workout every day because you will have rest days and stuff like that. So creatine is best taken as a standalone supplement. And for creatine side effects, some people may experience gut issues and some people are non-responders, so they won't have the effects of creatine. But I'll outline all of this in detail in my creatine video. I'll link it down in the description for you. The next component that actually works is citrulline. What citrulline does is that it increases nitric oxide synthesis in your body. Nitric oxide increases vasodilation, mitochondrial respiration, calcium handling, and glucose uptake. The results of these components are better circulatory health and muscle performance. 6,000 to 8,000 milligrams about an hour before exercise gives the best effect. And it can also be seen having a positive effect in combination with caffeine, as opposed to having caffeine alone or citrulline alone. In combination, they seem to have some sort of positive effect. Some side effects of citrulline is gut issues, and as we discussed before, caffeine and creatine may also cause gut issues. How well do you think you'll perform in the gym if you're constantly having to think about not shitting yourself? So you have to try them separately first, and then you can try to introduce them together in small doses so you don't have a total stomach breakdown. One of the ingredients in pre-workouts that a lot of gym bros is talking about is Beta-Alanine. Researchers suggest that this improves performance in activities lasting from 1 minute to 10 minutes. In other words, it's mostly high-intensity endurance activities, not strength training. It won't support your efforts in the gym, not at least directly, because we shouldn't neglect the effects of placebo. And Beta-Alanine is the component that gives you the tingly skin that a lot of gym bros is talking about with pre-workouts. This might have a great placebo effect and might help you in the gym. You just have to decide for yourself if the money is worth it. Now, should you use pre-workout? Well, if the formula contains caffeine and citrulline, it's definitely beneficial. Creatine, you're better off just doing separately. It might be cheaper to buy the ingredients separately and mixing them together for yourself with some sort of 0-calorie sweetener or lemonade. A formula though offers high convenience, but also higher prices. So you have to think about this for yourself. Look for those 2 ingredients. If the pre-workout formula has those, it's definitely worth a try, but you'll save money just buying them separately and mixing it together yourself. And also be aware of gut issues. If you haven't tried caffeine or citrulline before, just don't throw them together in a pre-workout. That will probably f up your gut and it won't help you in the gym. The only thing it might help you on is squats, giving you an extra boost up through the hole. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. If you need help with coaching and you want an easier route to your dream body, hit me up on Instagram. My handle is down in the description. And until next time, stay swole.